Hi YouTube, I hope you guys are having a fantastic evening. Yes, we are doing the show. It's been recommended. Take a lot of recommendations. I either do an anime or a video asking for recommendations, or I do them on the Discord. And if you recommend stuff on Discord, it doesn't get lost, it does get noticed. So we are doing the show. I know absolutely nothing about this show. I haven't read the light novels, a manga, whatever. We are quite literally looking at this through a psychological lens, as if we were seeing these characters in a therapeutic setting or analyzing them through a psychological lens. Feel free to come and join us. Join us on Twitch. We're watching it. You guys can watch the full unedited or Vods. You know, they're up here on Twitch. They'll be labeled for you guys. We're trying to get to we're trying to get to partner status here on Twitch. You don't even have to sub. Just follow us. Come watch whenever possible. Anyway, I really appreciate each and every single one of you guys being here. I don't know what to expect with this anime, so I don't know what else to say other than let's go. Oh, I gotta make sure this is episode 1, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Mine is just going fucking Don't tell me that he gets more and more powerful as he gets higher numbers and shit, dude. If he gets to it's really called Mob Psycho 100, because if he reaches 100, he's super duper powerful or some shit. Oh, my dude's having a DMT trip or something. Bro, cosmic battle here. What the fuck? It turns out he is the Big Bang. Okay, I'm interested to see where this goes. I mean, sure. Oh no. Oh no. Exorcists? Psychics, yeah. Guys, let me throw this out there. Psychologists are not psychics. We're not the same. Just making sure y'all know that. We studied the mind. Psychologists too. Oh god, these characters. Oh dude, you're not a... Okay, so I can immediately tell this guy's kind of like a fucking scumbag. He probably doesn't know what he's doing, yeah? Or if he does, it's probably very limited. I like the character. By the way, if you guys ever hear me call a character or someone like that, I'm talking about the character himself, not the writing, not anything like that, but if I were to meet someone like this, right? And they were like, oh yeah, no, I can exercise your demon. You just gotta look at my fucking pamphlet. It's gonna be 20% off the free trial course, 50% off, or some stupid shit like that, and be like, dude. Oof. Red flag. I know, he's Okay, where would you rate him? Now that I'm throwing this out there, if you had like someone do okay, I don't know. I have my own fucking theories already about him. Yeah, I mean, okay, but on the real though, and this is like kind of trudging into reality a little bit. There are a lot of people out there in the world who quite literally, due to emotional states, psychological states, you can say auditory visual hallucinations, even if they are experiencing weird things that say like, you know, seeing ghosts or actually like poltergeist activity, whatever you might want to call it. When people are in an emotional state, a fight or flight type of state, there are a lot of opportunities for people. Let me go ahead and go into a base camp. A lot of people will try and jump in and take advantage of that in so many ways. And I think that this is very, very evident. You also get people that automatically try and do that when they're like, you know, you get those like scam calls of like, you know, you need to upgrade your Internet Explorer. You know, yes, this is the IRS calling. Those type of scam calls that put you in like a fight or flight scenario in order for you to make an emotional decision and not a logical decision. That is so important. Like to go ahead and like throw that out there, guys. Is like careful out there because there's. Do I believe in ghosts? Yeah, NanoSag. I've had a couple weird shit happen to me. You know, and I usually keep my own professional like. I guess my personal opinions aside from my professional opinion, but I've had some weird shit happen to me. It's the best way that I can put it. I'll probably go in depth further, like, you know, whenever you guys ask, whenever we're doing it in person. But yeah, what about you guys? Do you guys believe in not even necessarily ghosts, but say like paranormal situations or maybe other life forms or whatever may be out there? But aside from that, in a psychological setting, that's my whole thing is like being in a state like this. It's the number one key way for people to go out and take advantage of it, put themselves in positions of power, even when they don't know nothing, try and like build a reputation for themselves in a setting where it might not necessarily be the best. Like I can see this guy quite literally using this as like as an opportunity to try and like position himself as like, oh yeah, I have like, for example, I have the business model worked out. Do I actually do anything? Probably not. I'd probably just go grab some holy water and throw it all over the place. And so on and so forth. Yeah, probably. But that's my number one thing. Like it's just careful out there, guys. Careful out there. There's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad out there in the world. Anyway. Oh, what a dude. Oh. Bruh. What a dick. That's not the house. My dude's an emoji reactor, but in real life. My dude is like quite literally an emoji psychic, I guess, dude. Like he'll okay, I'm starting to like this guy, yeah. You gotta do his face, you know, you gotta hit that emoji reactor fucking setting here, man. Oh gosh. Okay, but the way that he's controlling a conversation, that's where you need to be careful. Like, you ever heard of like the pushy salesman? You run into a lot of a pushy salesman. Like, you know, there are no wars in bossing say type of shit, you know, like, yeah, like a scam professional, experienced scammer. Yeah, like if you start to try and rationalize thing, he'll point on to the next thing. He'll point out a flaw. He'll point out certain good things and bad things immediately, try and shift your attention. When someone can't explain, say, a perspective, a point of view, an individual thoroughly, you know, it's like when you're doing a presentation and you don't know your presentation, you know, people are trying to ask questions, so you're like fucking trying to like zoom, like, you know, fucking go all the way through your whole like spiel, you know, like of different areas that you can pick from without actually saying that you don't know your presentation. This is exactly how it feels like. But people in the emotional state, especially if you can play to a person's like build rapport, right? In case you guys ever are wondering, like, what do you mean by build rapport? Any therapist, pretty much anyone in any customer service field, building rapport is quite literally trying to like be open with you, trying to be friendly with you, trying to get that feeling of like, oh, hey, I can trust this guy. Oh, I've known this guy for a while. It's like whenever you meet someone brand new and like they hit that rapport setting that you don't know. We all have like a limit of rapport where quite literally once they enter, it's like, wait, I feel like I've known you forever. Like we can talk and we get along and everything's just fine. A lot of professional, really, really professional salesmen, pretty much any good therapist or whatever will reach that rapport state with you, because from there on they can literally do a foot in the door technique, which is quite literally they'll start off with something small or scale it up. And especially if you have any marketing opportunities, or if you're in a desperate mood, guess what? You're probably going to go all out trusting in this individual or trusting individuals like this because, you know, you're in that state. You're in the fight or flight state. So important to go ahead and like talk about situations like this and why it's important to, even if it's a really, really like a dire situation, take time to try and think things like logically. Sales or therapists, no.
ゴキブリに驚いてジャンプしたら天井に頭が刺さって死んだ男の霊が出ると言われてるんです。お前よく信じるよな。なるほど。ここはそういうことか。なんだ。急にマジな顔に。まさか本当に？事態によっては私でも手に負えない可能性がある。
My dude. Oh shit. Okay. That doesn't do anything, does it? I had a feeling he'd be a fucking cheapskate too. Like go grab water from a river and call it holy water, or go buy a bunch of like salt and like say it's like purified salt or whatnot. That's great. Holy shit, dude. Oh. Oh, okay, he's mob. I'm not sure if it's an evil spirit, if the spirit is just there like this, like, you know, like is that really an evil spirit? You know, you're in their fucking environment, you know. Oh shit. Nothing beats a spirit more up than a fucking, I guess, puberty-ridden teen, right? Their emotional, their emotional capabilities. You know, if they get too emotional, oof, 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 they just start getting so powerful, right? They start arguing about everything. Oof.
おおモブ待ってたぞ。
職員の次は中学生か
Wait a minute.
バカにする
Oh, okay.
彼の名は影山茂雄、通称モブ。本物の超能力者であり、
Okay.
新たかの弟子である。そしてこの物語の主人公である。
師匠、いきなり呼び出すのをやめてく。
For some reason, I thought he was being more emotional, but maybe I was wrong. I don't know. Maybe he's all calm, cool, and cool. I mean, with those powers, who wouldn't be? You can send fucking ghosts to the netherworld realm or whatever, dude. Damn.
くださいって。
Oh.
If everyone is not special, maybe you can't be what you want to be. So
Let's fucking go, dude. Why are anime intros such bangers, dude? So you're just counting? Well, this opening just explained a lot. I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you guys. Oh, this opening just explained a lot. I'll tell you guys what I picked up. Broccoli. See, this is what I love and I hate anime openings, because sometimes they can reveal so much without needing to go as in depth about anything. In case you guys are wondering, wait a minute, are you about to make a prediction? No, this is quite literally all just based on immediate information that was given on that opening. Which, number one, counting from 1 to 100, right? And as it was scaling up, quite literally, the imagery was scaling up of the insaneness as to what's happening. So, number one thing I'm guessing right off of that is that, it's more like emotional instability based on the references of things that are stress, on the things that we were seeing, that, if his, I guess, stress bar keeps getting filled and filled and filled, the more insane shit that this individual can go ahead and do. We also got to see, he's a teenager, right? So I'm wondering how he manages this in his actual teenage life. At what point do you try and better yourself? And you're a teenager, so you're probably going through crushes, or middle school or whatever. So you're probably going through crushes and love life and managing puberty and managing everything. And these are the times when guys and girls and everyone in between starts getting super duper tough and muscular and 101 things. So where do you see yourself in a school role versus this role that you have right now? Throw that aside, because that's something that we can go ahead and get to, just yeet it. Well, sure, you have a psychic agency here, right? With a Skamaz person and one actual person can do it. But are there other agencies or other things of actual psychic origin? And do they have an issue with the way that things are running? i.e., I'm pretty sure that there would be a lot of rivalries and shit. Throw that thing and throw it aside. How does he deal with the self-concept of love or the concept of power? How does he view himself in correlations with others? And where does that line draw? I.e., does he power over, power under with his boss versus his fellow students or co-workers or whatever? How does he view where he lands in that? And how does he try and maintain balance in that and with the energy or ghost or everything around that? Grab that and throw that outside. How's his family life? First off, almost immediately off of that, you know, how do you try and maintain your normal status in a family when everything around you is going fucking bonkers? And how many masks or roles do you put on without necessarily giving into the stress of that? Grab that and throw that fucking aside. You see how many fucking layers we're going already? Like there's so many fucking layers already like out there that we've just done, and I still haven't even entered the number one thing. At what point is your relationship with your boss, do you cause a divide because of the need and power want scale? I.e., I have the power to be able to keep this business running. You might be necessarily the front face, but if you necessarily keep pushing in on me, I can back out at any time. And that comes from a self-realization moment of stress and trauma, especially if there's a lot of like energies clashing and whatnot hitting each other. If at any point, say that like mom just like, hey, stops answering his phone to this dude, what happens to this business? At what point, how far can he go on his own believability? Take that and yeet that aside. Now let's talk about existential threats. If there's a ghost like this or an evil entity, which he wasn't really that evil, scale it times 1,000. How do you deal with that, with the school life, with family life, with yourself? At what point does mom take off his mask and is himself? At what point can he express himself when he has all of this shit to deal with? And that's exactly why intros are so dangerous. Because just off of that intro, it gave away so much information, maybe even friend groups and so on and so forth. I'm just interested to see where this goes. Oh, let me go ahead and there you go. Also, is he being paid enough or adequately? Oh, what a... I asked a question and I received an answer. My dude is a dick. He's a Skamaz artist. Bruh.
なんだ不満なのかあ、いえ、たださっきの本当に低級なやつでしたよ。あれくらいならお前、これくらいになると強すぎて簡単な除霊作業だと周りの人まで溶かしちゃうのだから良いのお前に頼むんだよ。本当ですか？溶けるの意味もよくわかりませんし。バカモブ、お前それは修行が足りないからだよ。きっちり学べよ、この師匠からな。お前の力は使わねえともったいないんだ。俺の手伝いは人助けにつながるし、修行になるし、一石二鳥だろうが。だが、強大すぎる力は使い方を誤れば己の身を滅ぼす。だから暴走しないよう力のコントロールの仕方を俺が教えてやってるんだよ。
I'm sorry, sir, but this sounds like exploitation. I'm teaching you how to control your powers so they don't go berserk. Sir? 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 Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that, sir? It seems to me like you probably told him, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and you're probably like manipulating mob? Yeah, like, sir, this sounds more like you're manipulating mob to try and keep your business afloat. That's not necessarily a great thing, because now you're solely reliant on one thing, so yeesh. 22%. I was right. I was right. I was right. You motherfuckers. I was right. Oof. Oof. It's literally said like 22% till mom's explosion, dude. That But here's the thing is like, does this come from stress or emotional instability or like feelings of jealousy or, you know, you can exploit that to so much more than just that. And also we get to see a little bit about his family life. So I'm excited. Also, guys, this is all quite literally just based off of like quick psychological principles as to what you can see, the immediate symbolism, so on and so forth. Nothing out of this world. I've done this with all the other anime that you guys see on the channel, so on and so forth.
またこの子はスプーン曲げて。
Oh,
直しなさいよそのくせ。
okay, mom.
じゃないか、シゲオも思春期なんだ。スプーンくらい曲げさせてやれよ。なあ。
しけ。
またそうやって甘やかして。シゲも少しは律を見習いなさいよ。
Also, he has a brother. I wonder if this has ever caused any jealousy, unless his brother has powers too. You know? Like, how's that dimension like? The sibling rivalry and sibling fights and whatnot can be fucking huge. They can cause so much pain and so much anger and anguish, especially if you have like a savant syndrome, you know, in one way, or like being able to predict shit, being able to do certain things, like, you know, being a genius at writing or being a genius at one thing. There's often a lot of comparisons that can be made between one another. And comparison, first off, let me be straight up. If your parents ever compare you to your siblings, that's fucked up. Like, it sucks. Parents do this unconsciously at times, you know, and it fucking sucks because now you're living up to an expectation of others that isn't necessarily true, you know? Like, you will never be your brother or your sister, and your siblings are never going to be you. And all of you guys have different threads throughout this world that you guys have to go through. All of you guys have different experiences that you guys have lived. So that constant comparison can be very deadly and can be very stressful.
あんなの誰でもできるよ。
Oh.
なんか悩みがあるなら言ってよ、兄さん。
Aw.
いつでも相談に乗るから。
Aw.
ありがとう、リツ。
もう律まで甘やかして。
Now you're spoiling him. Wow.
お小遣いで買うからね。
ごめん兄さん。それは僕にもどうにもできないや。
こいつは困ったな、シゲオ。
Salt Middle School. Can I go to Pepper University then? If this is Salt Middle School or Pepper High School? Because, by the lack of color, it sure does look like Salt, you know, it's spelled Salt Middle School. That's the best way I can put it. Oh, of course. Oh, that's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up. In his own personal... Oh, no. Oh, no. He has some, like, insane pedestal work, doesn't he? Just off of this, he's quite literally seeing other people as, like, bell pepper, eggplant, fucking nobodies. He's like, oh, yeah, these people don't matter. This girl, oh, this girl's like Crates Amelia. This girl's like, you know, like fucking pedestal work 101. Like, you know, wow. He must actually like her. Oh, gosh. Aww.
はいするとここの答えはどうなる？じゃあ影山。
はい。わかりません。
これがわからんともう足し算しか残ってないぞ。寝てただろお前。もういい座ってろ。
Aww.
はい。
ああ、モブ？
モブ？
昨日の今日で悪いけどな。すぐに駅まで来てくれるか？
駅ですか？
ああ。今日の仕事はでけえぞ。
Oh, no.
わかりました。
Also, really quick, guys. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes in school, and I guess this goes for all the high schoolers and middle schoolers that are watching this. Surprised you guys are watching something mental health related. But guys, even though you might not necessarily exceed or be the best in middle school or high school, don't worry, better times are to come. You know, not everyone finds their passion or what they're good at during educational times. You know, some people find it in college, some people find it in the workforce. And it's okay, for example, and this is the number one thing I guess I'll throw out there. It's okay to not want to pursue higher education. You know, find something that has meaning for you and that you are passionate about. Everyone has their moment. Everyone has their areas of expertise. Everyone has their, how to put it? Everyone has their specialties that they're good at, you know. For example, I'm good at, I tend to be pretty good at therapy or psychology. You know, I tend to be pretty good at being able to like predict certain things or like being able to get like information and start making assumptions, therapeutic assumptions off of that, right? But I'm not necessarily good at, say, like, I don't know, fucking doing other things. You know, I don't necessarily have the best handwriting at all. You know, I don't necessarily have the best time. Like, you know, if you're like, hey, we're gonna go squat 1,000 pounds each, I'm not gonna have a good time doing that. You know, so on and so forth. Also, yeah, I can change the title stream real quick. I think. Let me know if it changes. Let me know, guys. All right, there you guys go. But yeah, that's the number one thing that I want to go ahead and throw out there. Like, it is really, really important that, like, the whole comparison and self-comparison thing, like, you manage that. Have your own expectations of you, and if there are things that you need to go out and communicate with your family, and it might be hard to at the moment, write them down. It's okay to write it down. Have a safe outlet for venting, because so far what I've seen, Mob doesn't have that. Mob doesn't seem to have an outlet that he's able to go ahead and talk to you. It seems like he has a family, you know, but even in the family, the Mob is like, yo, you're gonna have to pay if you do another one. Hey, yo, like, there's this weird expectations where it's like, your brother got a perfect score, what about you? Ha ha ha, trying to laugh, trying to have that normal family moment, but it's like, you know, everyone's like, why this? What did you do to do this? Where were you? But not how. How are you? How have you been? What is pissing you off? What have you gotten emotional about today? So on and so forth. Like, super duper important that like these communicational moments happen. And if they can't happen at that moment, write it down, because it's important to be able to reflect on it as well. Oh, shit.
今回の依頼は地元の自治会からだ。場所は旧街道にあるホネイドトンネル。有名な心霊スポットだ。もともと曰く付きのトンネルで閉鎖されて何年も経つが、未だに悪い噂は絶えない。肝試しに来た大学生やらブロガーが行方不明になったって事件が何件も起こってる。極めつけはこれだ。
集団走行中の事故ですか？
ああ、30年前の話だがな。一度に20人以上が亡くなったらしい。このトンネルにはそれだけの怨念が渦巻いてるってわけだ。
Oh shit. Oh shit.
不測の事態に備えて集中しとけよ、モブ。
あ、はい。
ここか。どれ、一丁見てやるか。霊能界の神聖、この霊言あるきれいに掃除してやろう。
Okay, dude. Okay, you're probably gonna come out running.
おい、魚弟子！何やってんだ、モブ！お前も来るんだよ！日が暮れたら厄介だ。モブ、聞いてんのか？でっけえの溶かしに行くからついてこい！わかりました。余裕に見えたので手伝いはいらないのかと。
誰が助言ま、余裕だけども。勉強だと思ってついてこい。
師匠はさすがですね。
あ
のトンネル結構ヤバそうですよ。奥の方から強い霊の気配をピリピリと感じます。心霊スポットってデマ情報も多いじゃないですか。けど今回は本物でしたね。
Yo.
もし一般人があの中の
Yo. I'd be fucking terrified.
無事じゃ済まないと思いますね。
当たり前だ。
How many of you would actually go down a fucking tunnel in the middle of, like, say, 2 or 3 in the morning or midnight, like a dark, long tunnel, say like 2 kilometers wide or a kilometer long, rather well said. Would you guys ever do something like that? Like no light in there, maybe just your cell phone. I know I wouldn't. I would try and like, you know, is there any other way around there? Because I ain't a fan of that shit. Yes, AZ?
はい。ひんやり涼しいな。そうですね。懐中電灯を忘れたな。師匠、何か感じませんか？ん？そういやかなり湿気があるな。いや、霊気の話ですよ。おー、そっちな。
There's probably a bunch of them all around. Okay, well, let me up it for chat. Chat, what about if it was like, I don't know, like an abandoned hospital, right? Or the cemetery, you know, open cemetery. Would you guys like spend the night or spend a couple hours there? Oh, real question.
感じるなんてもんじゃないですよ。12、18。
Fuck. No, at night, brother.
すぐ近くに。あ、完全に囲まれましたね。
Oh shit.
よし。中は任せた。やれ、モブ。いやー、そんな激しい音がする音か。もし一般人だったら危なかったのかな。まあ、どうせあれで全滅だろう。今回まだ。
Oh no.
誰かいる。何者だ。悪友か。なんだ、クヤクレスラーか。
Wait a second, what was that?
だろう。今回まだ。目の前に誰かいる。何者だ。
Isn't that the guy from the show? Yeah, isn't that the guy from One Punch Man? Right? Am I seeing? Yeah, exactly. I was like, yeah, isn't that the guy from One Punch Man that he has on his phone? Same author. Oh, okay. Makes sense.
そっちの方に悪霊のゴキっぽいやつがいるんで注意した方がいいですよ。悪霊のボスタルがプロレスラーのふりをしようがこの霊言の目をごまかせんぞ。クルトンでるね。集団バイクで走行中に先頭がバナナの皮を踏んだばっかりに全滅した暴走だから。
Damn. Okay, but to be fair, there are a lot of stupid deaths out there in the world. Like, you know, you can die for any little thing, any little moment. That's sort of the terrifying aspect of it.
俺の発火攻撃が効かないだと強力なバリアが張られている。こんな奴のとこに来るほどの一見者座ほど見誤った。
後悔先に立たず。天才能力者この霊言新たかと対峙した瞬間すでに決まっていたのさ。
Okay, dude.
てめえの成仏はなモリジオパンチ。食塩をまぶした拳でぶん殴る霊言の必殺技である。
That didn't really hurt him, did it?
やっぱりお前は偽物。
保存層に帰るがいい。
俺たちがやらされてただけ。
何やってるモブ。早く溶かせ。
まあまあ師匠、ちょっと話を聞きましょうよ。
この奥には俺たちなんかとは比べ物にならない邪悪な悪霊が住み着いてる。
Oh shit, of course there's a bigger boss.
ここに来た奴らを脅かしてただけなんだ。
そんな出任せでこの霊言をごまかせると思うなよ。
出任せなんかじゃダメだ。このまま濡れ衣着せられたまま消されちゃう。
Hey yo, hey yo.
浮かばれねえと思っただけだ。俺とあいつ言いたいことはそれだけだ。あとは消すなりとかすなり好きにしやがれ。
そうやって同情を買おうってわけか。騙されんなよモブ。これは典型的な詐欺師の手口だ。
Yeah, one would know.
その前にちょっと見てきます。
Oh.
実は入る前に感じた霊気が消えてないのでおかしいなとは思ってたんですよ。
まあ当然俺も。
止めろ。あのガキがいくら強くてもあいつにはかなわねえ。あいつは何百年も前からこの山に住み着いて。
Oh shit, okay.
ここに死んだ奴らも全部そいつに殺されたんだ。
じゃあお前らもそいつに。
So here's even in school, here's one thing that I wasn't shown was that like Mob had a lot of friends. Do you think that, because I think that Mob maybe like he definitely knows that this guy probably doesn't have a lot of power or whatever, like psychic ability or whatnot. But do you think that maybe Mob just stays with him because he talks to him? Like, oh, that sounds lonely. Oh, my heart's breaking just thinking about it. Like, yeah, like he keeps protecting him and everything. Do you think that Mob maybe does it just because he doesn't really have a lot of friends at school? And like, I don't know, maybe he, like, if other people do start to depend on him, he'll start to overexert himself because he's putting on all these masks and all these roles and all this stress that comes along with it, you know, like, you can't necessarily, and it's the same thing that goes with Ara-Ara-kun from Bakemonogatari. It's like, you can't necessarily protect everyone if you can't protect yourself or if you can't have a good outlet to vent out your stress. Like, well, you know, one thing is being a good guy, the other thing is like being used and abused in so many cases like that. Oof.
俺たちはバナナの皮を踏んだだけだ。あのガキが可愛いならすぐに呼び戻せ。早く。
おいモブ戻れ。戻ってこいモブ。
Oh shit. Oh shit. Hey yo. How deadly is this kid? He's a cosmic being, isn't he, or some shit?
Oh. お、無事だったか。ああ、大した悪霊でもなかったですし。
What the fuck?
いや、何者って。
バカ野郎！お前は霊能界の新星。この霊言あらたかの弟子。
Okay, dude. Okay.
これで俺たちも心置きなく成仏できるってもんだ。
あ、これもしかして。
Aww.
総長、行きますよ。
この世界
Aww. My heart. Actually, what a cool show. I'm muting it because of the music, but I think this is also a big thing with any adult trying to keep appearances. Like, for any fucking big thing, you know, like especially a boss or whatever, most people will try and put on an appearance as though they're all knowing instead of admitting their faults and shit. But like, it's okay to admit that you don't know shit. Like when I don't know shit, I admit it. Like I even tell Brady all the time, "Hey, yo, I don't know this thing that like you know we're talking about. I don't know this narrative intervention. What do you do here?" And so on and so forth. Like keeping on these fake masks or anything, yeah, it can come to a point of toxicity if it leads to that level, and it can be terrifying. Like, okay, dude. He's all sweating. Aw. Aw. Stress went up. Holy shit, guys. All right, I'm pausing it right there because we're definitely going to watch the next episode some other time. But let me go ahead and start off by saying is what an experience the first episode of Mob Psycho 100. I feel like there's a lot that we can go on and dissect, specifically when it comes to expectations, stress. What I'm curious about is how is that girl that he's put on a pedestal or parataxic, you know, displacement, so on and so forth, going to come into play? And is that, i.e., this girl being in danger? Because love can be one of the most stressful things in the world, if we're being honest, you know, or the sensations of crushing on someone or so on and so forth. What's going to happen when this girl or friends or family comes into danger? How quickly is the stress levels going to be? Are we going to actually see him bent and be able to go ahead and like take out a lot of his anger and expectations, or, you know, being able to like set healthy boundaries? Because there seems to be a lot of kind of rough boundaries with the boss, and, you know, not being able to sleep correctly at school and so on and so forth. Like, you have a lot of different aspects that you can go ahead and touch on. I'm excited, man. This was actually a really, really good first episode. It kind of got me hyped. It's a little silly, but it's really, really interesting to go ahead and see all the different perspectives that are available. Guys, once again, if you guys like this, come and follow us down here on Twitch. We're trying to get to partnership status. Come follow. Cost absolutely nothing. If you guys want to sub, feel free to sub. But we have the full VODs up here unedited on Twitch. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I genuinely like that. I can't wait for more. I'm really excited to see where this show takes. We're probably going to watch more episodes, especially of Made in Abyss. Not tomorrow, probably on Thursday and Friday. As I said, we're trying to get to episode 10 of Made in Abyss. Tomorrow, wait, I can probably do one tomorrow in the afternoon again, before I go to martial arts class. We'll probably do some Made in Abyss and other anime that you guys select. But this is a really, really good anime. Like I don't know, I feel happy watching it, which is rare to say considering a lot of the dark animes that I've seen so far. So yes, that's what I can put it. We're quickly going to do Stream Raiders, and then we're going to wrap up the stream. Thank you guys so much on YouTube for being here. I appreciate you. Have a great evening.